Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus announced. I don't know if you follow any of this Plus stuff. It's typically not the hugest deal, but it's become, it's getting a little bit more attention recently because of the advent of the gaming phone.
Yes.
And the gaming phone aims to just take things to another level through the typical game-centric request of overclocking. And so apparently this originally started with one of the ROG phones where there was a request put in like, hey, can we overclock at the time, I guess it was the 855? Can we or maybe it was 845. I don't remember the first ROG phone, but can we overclock this if we put some extra cooling in there, as a gaming company would do, and ask, because they say, hey, our customers want to play games. For one, they want the optimal mobile game experience, but for two, they want the bragging rights.
Yeah.
To say I got the world's most powerful phone, which I've done how many videos titled that at this point, because it keeps getting displaced. And how do we gauge power? There's a lot of characteristics, but we've seen to center around CPU, GPU as far as determining performance. Although I have to say, when I had the 144 hertz phone, I was like, well, speed also applies to the display as well.
Yes.
For gaming. So there's a couple of characteristics in there. But anyway, we seem to have focused mostly on the processing performance. We seem mostly to focus on whatever Snapdragon Qualcomm is doing inside of there. And they're continuing that moving forward, with the Plus model being the true flagship that comes out after the main mass market flagship. And they're doing it again with the 865 series. So the 865 Plus is on its way, and this is going to be the first to break the 3 gigahertz barrier for performance, which is kind of a wild thing to think about in a smartphone.
Right.
Because I was a Pentium kid, and 3 gigahertz was big deal. Yeah. Probably Pentium 4. I don't remember when it was when they broke it, when it was broken, but it was a big deal. Early days of overclocking, it was an achievement to hit some figures like that. Now you do it in your phone. As we saw with the Snapdragon 855 Plus, the Snapdragon 865 Plus delivers improved speeds for the Prime CPU core and the Adreno 650 GPU. The Prime CPU now sees a leap from 2.84 gigahertz to 3.1. The other CPU cores don't see any changes, though. So it's not a massive increase overall. In fact, it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of a 10% performance increase, which is why I said it's a kind of a bragging rights thing. But it is still a performance thing if you're very serious about gaming. Seems to be the only way in which you can really take advantage of this increased performance. So we're probably going to see this roll out. We are going to see this roll out in some upcoming gaming phones. I believe they may be listed somewhere within this article. I think Lenovo is going to be working on an upcoming phone with this chip in it. And I think also the next generation ROG phone might do the same. There's some other little bonuses you get with this chip. You're going to get Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2 instead of regular Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. You can't really do much with these new standards at the moment, but you're getting a little, I guess, some future proofing potentially if you pick this one up. But so I think if you're in the market for the world's fastest phone, if you have a large budget and you want to tell all your friends that their S20 Ultra isn't quick enough, then you're going to want to look for this 865 Plus. And then you're going to be able to say that. And they can't really say anything to you. And they may have spent more money than you, depending on what Lenovo is able to deliver or what that next ROG phone is able to deliver. Now, you're not going to be that much faster, but you're going to be faster. So